Mischievous elements in Little Alchemy classroom. Once upon a time in Chemistroland, a classroom filled with the periodic table elements where mischief was brewing like effervescence. It all started when the mischievous oxygen element began to stir up trouble. Oxygen, who was known for its reactive nature, had decided to start a game of tag with the other elements. It began chasing the other elements around the classroom, trying to touch them and start a chain reaction. Nitrogen, who was usually calm and collected, was caught off guard and quickly became entangled in Oxygen's game of tag. As nitrogen was running away from oxygen, it collided with phosphorus, which was carrying a beaker of hydrochloric acid. The beaker was knocked over, and the acid spilled onto the floor, causing a chemical reaction that released toxic fumes into the air. The other elements in the classroom, like helium and neon, tried to escape the toxic fumes, but it was too late. They were all affected by the fumes and started to react in unpredictable ways. Helium began to inflate, becoming larger and larger until it was floating in the air like a balloon. Neon, on the other hand, started to glow brightly, lighting up the entire classroom. Meanwhile, oxygen was still chasing the other elements, trying to touch them and start more reactions. Bromine started the mischief by attacking sodium with a water balloon. Sodium, in retaliation, threw a firecracker at potassium, causing a loud explosion in the room. Fluorine, who was watching from a distance, couldn't resist the fun and so its chemistry and joined in by spraying lithium with innocent ink. It was having so much fun that it didn't notice the chaos it had caused in the classroom. Mr. Carbon, the teacher, finally entered the room and saw the mess that had been made. It was obvious that the elements had been up to no good and had caused a dangerous situation. Carbon quickly assessed the damage and worked to neutralize the toxic fumes, returning the classroom to its usual state. The elements, now tired and subdued, sat quietly in their seats, waiting for Carbon to address the situation. Carbon, looking sternly at the elements, spoke.
"This is not how we behave in a classroom. You must learn to respect the properties of other elements and work together safely and responsibly."
The elements hung their heads in shame, knowing that they had gone too far with their mischief. They knew that they had to learn to work together, using the unique properties to create something positive and beneficial for the world. Mr. Carbon then taught his elemental students about the chemical reactions that occurred abruptly during his absence, emphasizing the consequences of careless behavior. He demonstrated how potassium reacts violently with water, and how fluorine is a highly reactive element that can cause explosions if handled carelessly. He also showed them that lithium is highly flammable and should never be exposed to flames. And so, with Carbon's guidance, the elements learned to work together and respect each other's properties. They went on to create new compounds and molecules, using their mischievous tendencies to drive their creativity and innovation. If you want more content related to basic concepts of chemistry, comment, share, like, and subscribe to Chemistroland.